Hello, dear friends, welcome to our YouTube channel, USA Football Zone, latest football highlights. They are the kings of football, 5 stars on their chests, a multi-billion-dollar team, and they are coming to the United States with one goal in mind, to make the 2026 World Cup their personal triumph. But what if I say that no one can beat the Seal Chow? What if the data shows a roadmap for beating these big teams on American soil? If you think Brazil is destined for the Hexa, think again. Today, we break down the tactical errors, statistical errors, and blueprints needed for every underdog. Especially the USMNT. To pull off a major upset, Carlo Ancelotti has brought Ancelotti's ball to Brazil. It's fluid, it's star-studded, and it's very similar to his Real Madrid teams. They play a hybrid 4-2-4 with forwards roaming freely. But here's the data-driven catch. In their first few months, Brazil have averaged just 1-2 goals per game against top-tier opponents. Why? Because when everyone is in the lead, no one wants to be a fan. Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo are world-class, but without a dedicated 9 like Benzema, the box is often empty. If you're playing against Brazil, you don't just park, you jam the channels. Data shows that 70% of Brazil's dangerous passes come from wide overloads. If you force them into the middle of a crowd where they have no physical targets, their efficiency drops by about 40%. Historically, Brazil had Cafu and Roberto Carlos. In 2026, they're struggling. Ancelotti has rotated around 10 different fullbacks. From Wanderers to Alex Sandro, in the recent 1-1 draw against the United States, the Americans were happy to attack the spaces behind the fullbacks. Brazil's defensive line often pulled into midfield presses, creating a dead zone between the center-backs and the touchline. Take advantage of the transition window. You have 4 to 6 seconds to play the ball immediately after winning it. Brazilian fullbacks are often caught 30 yards out. The long, diagonal balls from high-speed wingers, like Christian Pulisic or Tim Weah, are kryptonite for this system. Casemiro is 33 years old. Bruno Guimaraes is a hard-working player, but he often has to be alone. Because Brazil uses 4 players in attack, their 2-man midfield is statistically the most productive unit in international football. Box midfield, playing 4-2-2-2 or diamond. You can create 4-on-2 advances in the middle of the park, if you remove the passing lanes for Neymar or Estevao. Brazil's Joga Bonito Joga becomes frustrating. Brazil hasn't won the World Cup in 24 years. The pressure is suffocating. A pattern emerges from the 2022 and 2018 exits. If Brazil doesn't score in the first 30 minutes, their pass completion rate drops significantly in the final third. When panic sets in, avoid the samba surge. The first 20 minutes are for survival. If you can keep the score 0-0 or, God forbid, score first, the internal pressure from the Brazilian media and fans will start to work in your team's favor. The 2026 World Cup is set to be the biggest sporting event in history. Brazil are the favorites, but favorites can be analyzed, and favorites can be defeated. It requires more than just guts. It requires surgical strikes based on data. Do you think the USMNT or any other European underdog can really pull it off? Or is the Hexa finally coming home? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss our deep dive into the anti-Mbappe system next week.